Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to announce that I'll be making the donation to the Cosmic Equestrian Center's lesson program. As someone who has always been passionate about horses, I've witnessed firsthand the transformative power they can have on our lives. As I've gotten to know Molly Riversea and her dedication to the program, I'm convinced that this donation will not only benefit the center, but also inspire a new generation of equestrians. By providing top-notch horses to learn on, we can help aspiring riders achieve their full potential and develop a lifelong love for the sport. I'm proud to be supporting this exceptional organization and its mission to make horse riding accessible to all.
Hi everyone, it's Molly Riversea. So as you all saw, by some will, the Baroness discovered my recent trying horses video where I tried 5 horses in hopes to find some potential schoolmasters to add to my lesson program. She watched the video and it must have resonated with her. Not a day later, I got a letter in the mail from the Baroness herself and learned that she would be making a very generous donation to the Cosmic Equestrian Center's lesson program.
I must say, I was thoroughly impressed by your recent video trying out those horses for your lesson program. Your passion and dedication to the sport are truly inspiring. As someone who has always been passionate about horses myself, I can relate to your journeys and the challenges you faced. I'm thrilled to announce that I'll be making a donation to the Cosmic Equestrian Center's lesson program of 2,000 shillings. My goal is to support you in providing the best horses for young riders to learn on, to help this sport and the equestrian community on this island flourish. I believe that every child deserves the opportunity to experience the magic of horse riding, regardless of their background or financial situation. That's why I'm committed to supporting this exceptional organization and its mission. Please accept my best regards, the Baroness.
And as you can imagine, I was completely blown away by her generosity and thoughtfulness. This donation will make a huge difference in our program, and it already has because it's gone towards welcoming 2 new horses to the barn. And yes, I said 2 new horses. Now I think it's about time for the reveal, so let's go introduce you to the Cosmic Equestrian Center's new horses. Meet horse number 1.
All I can say is I look like nobody, and the only thing I know is true. I owe it to you, you. I owe it to you, you. I owe it to you, you. I owe it to you.
So yes, the first horse I decided to buy was Ghost, which might come as a surprise to some of you considering the blindness in his left eye. So why did I choose him? Well, despite his rough start in life, he's got a lot of heart and potential to bring to my program. You might even say he has one kind eye, and he has a really solid foundation and sure-footedness, which makes him a safe choice for my students. Plus, he's got a nice, gentle nature and a really compact size at 14.2 hands, which makes him an ideal horse for our younger riders who are just starting out and might be a bit more timid around big animals. He seems like one that can catch on to things pretty quickly, and I think once I train him up a bit more, he'll be more comfortable carrying a wider variety of riders. I'm also planning on introducing him to some new things like dressage and trying him over some cross rails to keep his mind sharp, and I'm hoping that will help him more quickly respond to my cues without being so dull, because as he gets ridden more consistently, gets his fitness up, he'll be more energized and enthusiastic. Overall, I'm super excited about having this guy in our program. He is just such a sweet boy. Now, you might be wondering, who is this second mystery horse? Why don't we take a peek?
Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me.
And then there's Foxtail, who, if it weren't for the Baroness's generous donation, I would have really struggled to buy, or honestly not been able to, as she was a whopping 1,000 shillings over budget. And not to mention, buy Foxtail and Ghost together, that's just a dream come true. With her impressive breeding and training history, she's got all the makings of an excellent schoolmaster. Her confidence and patience makes her perfect for my more confident beginners, and her scope and boldness over jumps are going to be great for my advanced riders that want to really really further their riding career. It's so nice to have a horse in the program that I feel comfortable enough to put really anyone on and be able to trust that she'll take care of them, which this girl definitely will. As a treat for you all, I figured I would show you how these two are doing since I brought them to our barn. The first couple of days, I wanted Ghost to do something familiar while he made this big adjustment to living with us, so we hit the trails up in Wildwood. I was really impressed with how well he handled everything. He was calm, focused, never once spooked or hesitated with me, and slowly and steadily we've been training together more and more. He picks up everything I throw at him so quickly, and he's already proving to me what a good boy he is and how patient he's gonna be with the kids. As for Foxtail, I did something bigger with her because I knew she could handle it and I was kind of just curious to see how she would do, and I was blown away by her performance at the local Marley's Farm Hunter Jumper show. She took home first place in our division, and that's coming from an eventer who's only done a handful of hunter shows. She's gonna be the perfect lesson horse for all my students to play with and grow on. In fact, Ghost and Foxtail have already made their big debut in the lesson program just a day ago, with some intermediate riders taking them through flat lesson, and it was so nice to see them in action. Both of the horses really took care of their riders. Ghost did have some issues with being on the rail, but I think it was really good for my student to work through that with him and kind of gain his trust. Foxtail was really nice and quiet and really allowed her rider to focus on her own riding rather than having to deal with any sort of funny business from her, which is what I love to see in a lesson horse. And in case any of you are curious about why I decided against Goldie and Tux, it was a hard decision. Once I got the Baroness's 2,000 shilling donation, I knew that I wanted to buy Foxtail for sure, as she was just the type I was looking to have in my program, but I was less sure about which one of the others I would also be taking in. I couldn't go with Tux just because he would put me 500 shillings over my new 5,000 shilling budget, and I decided against Goldie because I'm worried she'd become more of a project for me. She had the basics, but I didn't feel like they were very solid. She was very sensitive, rushy, and just more of a difficult ride in general compared to the others I tried. And I honestly wouldn't be comfortable putting any of my beginners on her for sure. I think if I were to put my advanced students on her, they would have to focus more on how to train her rather than figuring out how to ride properly, if that makes any sense. And I think I made the right decision in the end with these two because they are so adored by the kids and they're both just soaking up all the love that's coming their way. They're definitely barn favorites. I could not be more happy with Ghost and Foxtail. They both are really showing me already how perfect they're going to be for my lesson program. Let me know if you guys think I made a good decision, and I'm really curious to hear about what other horses you guys would have bought. Anyways, subscribe and all that jazz to be a part of our barn family. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Bye!